Hey guys, it's been a while. As you guys know, I was sick, but now we're back and doing a review on something I got in a trade from IMC. This is Kashmir Guava. It's Tangiers Noir. Here, I'll let you smoke.
Yes, you will.
Cut is your very typical Tangiers. They all look the same. And he really did not like this flavor, if you guys saw his review. But I do so far. So we'll get into the smell. Pass this around. The guava doesn't come through as much as the peach and Kashmir peach, for example. It's very heavy on the Kashmir. What do you think?
I think it's also really heavy on the Kashmir. I don't smell much, if any, guava at all. You got a really floral scent to it.
I don't smell guava.
No?
Send it this way. And I don't know what Kashmir is supposed to smell like.
I'm getting a little bit of guava, but the Kashmir is really a lot more overwhelming than the guava is. And that came through on the taste originally, but from what I can tell, the guava is coming through a little more, but we'll get to that shortly.
Someone getting a phone call?
I don't know what that is.
I'm not cutting that out.
Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what that was. Anyway, the clouds are a bit smaller than what they were before. The coals are just dying down. I just didn't throw a wind cover on yet, but whatever.
Let's go ahead and do it.
I guess. Wanna grab it? Should probably rotate the coals too soon, but it doesn't really matter. Anyway, makeshift wind cover. Normal setup. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's the Amer, crown microfunnel, 2 Coconaras. Assume hose, of course. Yeah. So yeah, like we said, the smell on it is very heavy in the Kashmir, less so in the guava. And I'll go last for taste. I guess you guys can start to go for it.
Okay. As I said previously, at the beginning, it was a really overwhelming taste of Pakistan's. Okay. It was a really overwhelming Kashmir taste. And the guava was hardly there, if non-existent, but as it started to settle with the heat and everything like that, I'm getting a lot more guava than I did originally. Still not 50-50 as it came through with the peach at the beginning when we were doing Kashmir peach, but it is coming through a lot stronger than it was at the beginning.
I think it might come out a little bit more on the second round of coals. Yeah. This is like a half an hour into the first round, so the heat's dying down a little, but we'll throw a second round on after the review. If anything changes, we'll let you guys know, of course.
Yeah, I don't taste any guava, but it tastes better than it smells, but it's still, okay. Give it a very firm okay.
I haven't yet tried Kashmir peach, but so I don't know how much Kashmir to fruit this is really supposed to be. But I am getting a lot of Kashmir. I get a little bit of guava, but probably not as much as I'd like. So it's a good smoke, but it's all right.
Okay. Yeah, very, very heavy on the Kashmir. The smell pretty much directly comes through. Comparing it to Kashmir peach, which is the only other Kashmir I've tried so far, the Kashmir is definitely the same, but the guava is really not there as much as the peach is. It does lend the little bits that I can taste well to the Kashmir, but it's just not as good.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to jump in the ratings if everyone is fine with that. I would have to go with a 7 on 10 purely based on the fact that I prefer the peach over the Kashmir guava. It's good. I do like guava, but I find that the Kashmir peach is a lot more even. You get a lot more subtleties to it. I find that the Kashmir comes for this a little too overwhelming to the guava taste.
Okay, so 7 on 10?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to give this also a 7 on 10. Compared to what IMC said, this was a terrible, terrible flavor, I disagree. It's good. It's just not as much guava as I'd like. That's about it. But I could smoke this fairly often. I prefer Kashmir peach also.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not a big fan of floral flavors, so I won't even call it good. It's really okay. I'm gonna give it a 6. I wouldn't keep this in my selection personally.
I'm gonna go kind of between the two. It's not awful.
Throw things off.
I'm gonna give it a 6.5.
messes up the average.
Makes the average better.
What would it be?
I wouldn't smoke it all the time. I wouldn't smoke it occasionally. Maybe once in a while.
26.5 divided by 4. sorry,
This
go
is
ahead.
getting cut out.
I'm good. I'm good.
So yeah, you gonna figure this out so we can let them know. It doesn't matter. You guys can
Keep
figure it out
talking.
if you really want.
Average is like 6 2/3.
Yeah.
Something like that. So it's good. Not all the time. If you're gonna get cashmere, you want to try a cashmere flavor, go with cashmere peach.
6.625.
There you go. So rounding up to a 7. Okay.
All that work for
Yeah.
a roundup?
All that work. Anyway, so this should be our first review in full HD too, thanks to Theo's camera.
Oh, that's HD.
Yeah, they get to see all
So,
of our subtle.
Unfortunately,
issues.
yeah. Let me know what you think of my facial hair and everyone else.
You see the blemish right there?
Yeah. I need some pointers. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for this. We're gonna have a few more reviews today. I have my souk to review, a few more flavors. So I guess yeah.
Stay tuned.